I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10. Jones. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Huntley rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Huntley. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Calvin Ridley.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Falcon, first down.
Here's Huntley. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. To toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Huntley. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're running with Gurley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off play action. Huntley airing it out, looking for Ridley. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Huntley looking downfield for Jones, and that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas Davis. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run out of the shotgun to Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Huntley will try to set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Looking deep for Julio. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Then a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
brought down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And they get it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. They'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Huntley to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
A gain of 3 yards.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think the teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so that can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A 3-yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the gun, Huntley. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jones flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's caught by Jackson. use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Off the play fake. Huntley. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Territory, needing only a few inches. They're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Saints 21, Falcons nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Back to throw. Huntley will find Ridley. That's complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And it brings up third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Off play action. Huntley. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Williams to return. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another carry now for Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return is Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On the ground, this is Kamara. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, it's Murray. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
2-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Getting knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Lutz puts this one through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again they run with Gurley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run. It's Gurley. And a minimum gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Saints 31, Falcons nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huntley, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the answer.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hitting Juju on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
For a Saints.
11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Murray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They go with Murray again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now Jones, off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Jones looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have in the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth quarter lead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Fielded at the 33. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
7-yard line.
Back to throw. Huntley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked out just shy of midfield, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 38, Falcons 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Jones. Following a fumble recovery, he'll throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 12-yard line.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Saints 45, Falcons 7. Will Lutz Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Early with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
Off the play fake. Huntley, they'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15. And a flag down as well. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we'll leave it. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing it in here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Julio Jones.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
Off play action. Huntley. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball, So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, maybe a little bit of praise.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? Off-play action. Huntley being chased out left. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Today's final score, Saints.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm airing the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not?